Hey peeps, welcome to my channel. My name is Tolgrath and today we're going to be talking about Propnight. We will be going over everything from what is Propnight, survivors, killers, maps, update 1.0.5 and 1.0.6, what I would like to see from Propnight, and some cool stuff that they added to the game. But before we get started, if you did find this video useful or if you did enjoy it, please consider subscribing, dropping a like, maybe leaving a comment, tell me what part you found most useful or that you enjoyed the most, or even let me know what you would like me to do a video on next. Any interaction is always appreciated. Thank you and enjoy. What is Propnight? Propnight is a 1v4 multiplayer physics-based prop hunt mixed with classic horror survival. As a survivor, turn into any prop to hide from a killer while trying to repair prop machines to escape. As a killer, take the role of a savage killer and hunt down the survivors to win. Propnight was developed by Fantastic and published by Mytona. They'll be releasing a new game next year called The Day Before, which I'm really looking forward to playing and possibly making content on. The Day Before is an open-world MMO survival set in a daily post-pandemic land and is currently set to release on the 21st of June 2022. So make sure you go and wishlist it. I'll put the link in the description below. Survivors. The object of survivors is to repair 5 prop machines and then escape before the killer can kill all of them. There are currently only 5 survivors: Chris, Isaac, Kate, Mabel, and Tager. Each survivor starts the game with a shared activation-based ability and a specific item. As survivors find and earn coins by repairing prop machines, stunning the killer, or helping their teammates, they will be able to buy more and possibly better items. The activation-based ability shared by all survivors is the ability to turn into any highlighted prop on the map. The starting items for each survivor are as follows. Chris starts with a common energy drink. This is a defensive or escape item and it allows him to run faster for a short while. It only has one use. Isaac starts with a common camera. This is an offensive item which stuns the killer and makes the killer drop the survivor that he is currently carrying. It only has one use. Kate and Tager start with a common medkit. This is a defensive item which allows you to heal yourself or another survivor for 10 HP. It has 6 uses. Mabel starts with a common ancient book. This is a defensive or escape item and it allows you to turn invisible and run faster for a few seconds. It only has one use. Killers. The objective of the killer is to kill all the survivors before any of them escape. There are currently only 5 killers: Acacia, Banshee, Granny, Eagle, and the Imposter. Each killer has 3 activation-based fixed abilities and 1 shared passive ability. Unlike the survivors, the killer cannot earn coins or buy abilities during the match. The passive ability, shared by all the current killers, is Hunt, which gradually increases the movement speed of the killer while hunting a survivor. The activation-based fixed abilities for each killer are as follows. Acacia has a movement, an offensive, and a support ability. Her movement ability is Shadow, and this allows her to take a shadow form and move faster for a short while. She cannot attack while in the shadow form. Her offensive ability is Blade Dance, which allows her to dash forward, striking and damaging everyone in the radius of the attack. Her support ability is Blood Eye, which allows her to place a floating eye anywhere on the map, and if a survivor moves within its radius, they will be highlighted red for a short while, and the killer will be notified through a sound effect. Banshee has a movement, an offensive, and a support ability. Her movement ability is Flight, and this allows her to take flight for a short while in any direction. Her offensive ability is Scream, which is an area of effect ability that allows her to scream, and if any survivor is in the radius of the scream and has direct line of sight, they will take a small amount of damage and be highlighted red for a short while. Her support ability is Curse, which she can place on prop machines, making it more difficult for the survivors to repair them. This also includes doors. Granny has a movement, an offensive, and a support ability. Her movement ability is Astral, which allows her to turn invisible for a short while. She can attack any time during this period, but it will end the invisibility. Her offensive ability is Throw, which allows her to throw knives at survivors from a decent range. Her support ability is Mine, which allows her to place up to 2 floating knives which will automatically target any survivor that moves within its radius. Igor has 2 offensive abilities and a support ability. His main offensive ability is Charge, which allows him to charge up his chainsaw and run faster for a short while, and if he makes contact with any survivor during this period, he will do substantial damage to them. His offhand offensive ability is Soda Bomb, which allows him to throw a grenade which will explode shortly after. His support ability is Chainsaw Terror, which plays chainsaw noises over the entire map, making it easier for him to sneak up on or surprise survivors. Imposter has 2 offensive abilities and a support ability. His first offensive ability is Spy, which allows him to disguise himself as one of the survivors, as well as being able to pretend to repair prop machines or heal himself. His second offensive ability is Prop, which allows him to disguise himself as any prop on the map, just like the survivors. His support ability is Overcharge, which allows him to overcharge all unrepaired prop machines and increases movement speed for each repaired prop machine. Maps. There are currently 5 maps in Propnight: Abbey, Camp, Farm, House, and School. Abbey is a church surrounded by stone pathways, gardens, and a whole lot of mushrooms. Camp is Camp Fantastic, tents, bungalows, and all those chickens. Farm is a typical cornfield surrounded by barns and hay bales aplenty. House is a 2-story mansion with lots of rooms and just as many doors. School is a 2-story building with a basketball court, classrooms, and vending machines. Also make sure you check out the cool stuff chapter of the video, update 1.0.5 and 1.0.6. 1.0.5 was released on the 10th December and 1.06 was released on 13th December. My main focus for this video are the important features and mechanics mentioned in 1.0.5 and the changes to those features and mechanics that came out with 1.0.6. Prop boxes have been added to the game. Prop boxes are cosmetic-only loot crates that you can buy for 100 prop coins. Prop coins are an in-game currency that can only be earned by winning games. You cannot purchase it with real money, and as of right now you earn 10 prop coins for every win you get. However, in 1.0.6 they updated it so with quick play, if you win as the killer you now earn 15 prop coins. I personally believe the prop box and prop coin system need to be reworked. Firstly, 10 prop coins per win is too little. If each game on average is 15 minutes, it will take 2.5 hours to earn 100 prop coins. That's if you win all your games. If you lose as many games as you win, then it could take you at least 5 hours to earn enough prop coins for one prop box. This would become tedious very quick. Secondly, if you are playing as a survivor and you die, but your team wins, you do not get any prop coins. This makes games feel unrewarding and very empty. I would suggest that the prop coin earning system be based on performance and wins, and not just wins. Let me explain. As a survivor, you have 3 main criteria: assists, objectives, and stuns. Each of these that you complete should reward you a small number of prop coins, but that would have a cap at a specific amount. As a killer, you have 2 main criteria: damage and kills. Each of these should also reward you a small number of prop coins, but would also cap out at a specific point. If you win as a survivor or killer, you get bonus prop coins. If you get MVP, you also get bonus prop coins. Here's an example. As a survivor, every stun and assist earns you 1 prop coin, and every objective earns you 2 prop coins, with a max of 12 prop coins. Escaping earns you 5 prop coins, getting MVP earns you 3 prop coins. Therefore, it is possible to earn 15 prop coins on a loss and 20 prop coins on a win. As killer, every 200 damage earns you 1 prop coin, and every kill earns you 2 prop coins, with a max of 12 prop coins. Winning earns you 5 prop coins, getting MVP earns you 3 prop coins. Therefore, it is possible to earn 15 prop coins on a loss and 20 prop coins on a win. This way, lost games can still be rewarding, and the grind for prop boxes is enjoyable and not tedious. Okay, moving on to the new map, School. I already did mention this previously in the video, so make sure you check out the maps chapter of the video and check out the cool stuff chapter at the end of the video where I go over some of the cool stuff that was added. Okay, let's move over to the killer section of the 1.0.5 update, starting with prop machine progress regression. This is when a killer goes up to a partly repaired prop machine and breaks it, then the progress of that prop machine will regress per second. It was set, as far as I can tell, to 1% per second. They, in 1.0.5, they reduced that by 2/3 down to 0.33% per second. And in update 1.0.6, they buffed it to 0.5% per second. So every second it drops down by 0.5%. Okay, moving on to wiggle. They say fix the bug due to which sometimes the progress of the wiggle is not reset. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but what I believe they mean by that is people were getting knocked down, picked up, wiggling, say to 25%, 50%, whatever it was, being put in the chair, being saved by a teammate, getting knocked down by the killer, and when the killer picks them up again, they're already at that 25 or 55%. That should not be happening. So I'm glad they fixed that. Okay. 1.0.6, they say wiggle fixed reset in wiggle progress when putting a survivor on the ground at the last moment. Brilliant. Brilliant update, because that was so messed up. That was toxic AF, that killers could do that. So I'm glad they fixed that. What I would like to see from Propnight. Level rewards. This doesn't have to be complicated. Just reward the player with some prop coins for each level and maybe a prop box every 5 or 10 levels. Make the grind rewarding. In 1.0.6 they have said player progress fixed an issue with partially and completely resetting player progress. If the problem is completely resolved, then in the next patch we will gift prop coins to all players. I would like them to do more creative cosmetics like the baseball star cosmetic for Tolgrath. I would also love to have cosmetics for the killers, even if it's just accessories as opposed to a whole outfit change. I would also like to see more survivor customization at the beginning of each game. What I mean by this is, let players pick their survivor they want to play with. Let players pick the outfits for that survivor, and then let us use that survivor and pick any item that we want to start the game with. Obviously, of common rarity. Okay, now to the cool stuff. So the first one most of you probably have already, but if you type 0312 on the main menu, it unlocks the baseball star cosmetic for Tolgrath. Make sure you use the normal number keys and not the numpad on the right hand side of your keyboard. The second cool thing is Fantastic has collaborated with Nvidia. So now if you go to the school map and you go to one of the classrooms, you will see there is a graphics card, a 3090 I believe, on one of the desks, and you can now become a 3090 prop. And the final cool thing, but by far my favorite, is if you go onto the school map, go upstairs, go into the science class, and you look at the whiteboard, you will see there a bunch of community member names written there, including my own. Thank you, Fantastic, for putting that there. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome, and keep up the good work. If any of you watching this video have your name on the board, drop a comment below. I'd love to say hi. For those of you who are still here, I thank you for watching the entire video. I really appreciate it. This video took a long time to make. Depending how it does, we'll decide whether I do another one in the future. I did kind of have fun doing it though. But yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts, your reactions, anything below. Just put it in the comments, and I'll check you there.